Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes!
Don't let me be gone. 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 Don't let me be.
Hey guys, so I'm doing Goner. I guess I'll talk more about why later in the video, but for now let's just do a practice run, and oh my god, is this level hard. Why am I doing Goner? We are coming up on the 1-year anniversary of my Blade of Justice completion, which is still just insane to me, and I feel like that's a pretty good indicator that I need to lock in and beat a new artist. Could I have picked something easier? Maybe. Could I have picked something that I would like more? Maybe not, because this level is so freaking cool. I don't know. It's Goner. If you don't like this level, what are you doing? It's so cool. Just everything about it. I love this level from like the first time I saw it. And I'd always planned to beat it as a new artist, but not necessarily this early, I guess. It's gonna be rough for sure, but we will almost definitely pass my attempt record. There's no way this takes under 32k. In terms of progress, I haven't played the level that much. I kind of want to save most of the playing for like on stream, but I've learned the last 25% of the level, which is actually more like 15% because the end screen is like 10%, but it unironically took me over 6,000 attempts to get 75 to 100. 3603 plus 2688. How is a 6,000 attempt run? I did a fourth of the level. Not even, because the end screen. I had to do so much to get that part down in my head. There's like a setting you can turn on in the editor for this level where it gets rid of like the memory part of the wave and you can just see the raw gameplay. So I beat that a couple times, and then I beat the wave on 0.75 speed, and then 0.85 speed, and then 0.93 speed, and then I finally did it at 1x speed, and all in all that took me 6,000 attempts, and that is less than half of the wave. I've also done a little bit of drop practice, but like not much. And actually, I think that's going to be my goal for the video, is to get the drop in 2 runs. I think I could probably do. Talking about difficult parts, though, this pre-drop is brutal. I'm probably going to have a lower pass rate on this pre-drop than I did on the Blade of Justice first 20%, which was a huge mind block for me when I was doing Blade of Justice. I could end up not liking it, but like the gameplay itself feels pretty fair. Like it's just hard, and I'm hoping that just like practicing it to death will get it more consistent. Alright, if you're not seeing the Goner drop, get ready for the coolest thing ever. God, it's so well done. This part feels like it'll be so satisfying to play once I'm like good at it. The drop is definitely like the least learny part of this level, but I'm not like good at it. One small issue, if you have photosensitive epilepsy, you may or may not be able to watch my streams for the next however long this takes me. So, sorry in advance if that's you, but that is the reality of Geometry Dash. There's a lot of flashy levels, and this is one of them. Anyway, here's the wave. I don't know the first half of this, so this practice run is probably going to be a little bit slow. Alright, this is where I've gone to 100 from, so maybe I'll know how to play this a little bit better. Maybe I can actually get 75 to 100 again. I've done it like twice. God, what an awesome way to end a level. Like, it's so climactic. It really feels like, you know, you've gone through a journey to get here if you're at the ending. Okay, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I mean, to be fair, I haven't played the level in like a week, so it makes sense that I'm washed, but like, oh man, I cannot do this wave right now. These are the downsides of not being good at wave. When there's a wave part, you're not good at it. Okay, I need to get on with this video. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the wave. I concede. Yeah, I am not consistent at it at all. I've done it twice, but that was clearly not enough. Let's go. Goner? 900 attempts. I wasted a lot of that trying to get 75 to 100 when I very much could not, but you know. I don't really have much to say about like the puzzle I made, but I do have something to say about why this says gameplay test 2. Okay, so I kind of fumbled the bag when I was trying not to leak that this was my next hardest. That says Gonger. I couldn't see that I wrote Gonger because of my webcam, but I just wrote Gonger anyway. Basically, I had these like gameplay test levels. So when I was like in my looking around my levels and I was streaming on Discord, people wouldn't get suspicious if they saw like Goner start pause. But Genius Brain Me put it in a folder and then named the folder Goner, which I can do now, but like I don't know, I told myself that I would never actually be in the folder while screen sharing. And then the first time I screen shared after making the folder, it was on the folder. And Folded Zeros saw that something said Goner while I quickly tried to go back to my levels. Somehow he was convinced by this, but basically I told him I was trying out a gameplay style based on Goner. And he bought it, so like, you know, if it works, it works. I feel like I should talk about a Japan story. Okay, so I was at this temple, which, side note, I did not like the temples in Japan, and it has nothing to do with like me being like, oh, this is so boring, or like, this is so weird, or anything like that, because I was super interested in them going in, but every single one was so like touristy. It makes sense, because like, people are gonna want to see that, and you want to make money off of it. But like, it just made everything so annoying. You'd be talking about like this zen, spiritually powerful story, and then there would just be like a loud ass crowd walking around behind you. Anyway, side tangent over. This doesn't actually have to do with the temple that we went to, but outside they had like a little ice cream place, cause you know, it was really hot, and even though you weren't allowed to eat like in the temple, if you like went through the whole thing and you finished like the walkthrough early, you could go buy yourself some ice cream. I think I have a photo of it, but there was matcha, vanilla, and like a swirl of the two on the flavors menu, but then like slightly above it, covered up, is what I can only say looks like worms crawling around in an ice cream cone. I just have to wonder what that flavor was that looked like worm. I mean, I couldn't see it. It was so bewildering to me. Like, it caught me so off guard for no reason. Anyway, this is just a little tidbit from my Japan trip. I don't know how many stories I even have for it. Like, I'm sure I'll think of more in the future, but like, overall, I mean, basically everything went really well, so there isn't that much to talk about. It's not like I exploded and had to find my pieces scattered across Japan and put myself back together. I don't know why that was the hypothetical, interesting scenario that I came up with, but you know, we're running with it. But yeah, it was just like an awesome trip. Oh my god. I did 35 to 51 and then I just never got back. Okay, I'm cutting like all of that out, but as you can see here, I'm on attempt 815. Like yeah, so I'm definitely not doing the whole drop in one run today. I could definitely do this till the end of the drop, but I just don't want to right now. So we'll get it in 3 runs. We'll do like the first half up to here, and then this to the robot, and then the robot to the end. which I already did the last two, so now I just have to learn the first half of the drop, which I think should be doable. Alright, I think I've learned it. I'm gonna get this to the cube, and then we'll probably call it there for the video. Oh my god. That, bro, the first half of the drop of this level is unironically some of the most fun, like, I've ever had playing this game. That is so good. God, I love this You're gonna hear that a lot. Oh my god. Anyway, I think that's a good place to call it for the video. By the way, you just watched me do, like, a bit under 2,000 attempts in this session, which is like roughly how long it takes me to beat Insane Demons. So yeah, this is gonna be quite the attempt eater. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in a Goner stream soon. Bye.